Good morning to all. Today we are moving to the next topic, that is mountain regions. So in the last class we were discussing about terrestrial habitats. So do you all remember what is a habitat? It is a natural place that provides them with food, water, shelter and right kind of environment they need to live. That is called as the habitat. That means it is the natural home of living thing. And we discussed about terrestrial habitats. That is the habitat that are located on land. That is called the terrestrial habitat. We discussed about the adaptation of plants and animals in deserts. Today, we are going to discuss about mountain regions and the adaptation of plants and animals in the mountain regions. Mountains. So, we know that mountains have very cold weather. It has very cold climatic condition in mountains. So, as the altitude increases, what happens? The temperature decreases. So, in mountain regions, as the altitude increases, the temperature decreases. That is why the weather in mountain regions varies with the change in altitude. The lower region is comparatively warmer than the high altitude region. And there are large varieties of plants and animals in the mountain region. Now let's see the plant life in mountain region. So the lower region of mountains in Himalayas are warmer, which have dense forest of bamboo, oak, etc. Coming to the higher altitude region, there are coniferous plants. So what are coniferous plants? Corn-bearing plants are called as coniferous plants. These plants do not bear flowers. They bear cones. So such plants are called as coniferous plants. For example, pine, cedar, all these are examples for coniferous plants that grow in the high altitude region. And they have a pointed triangular shape. As you can see in this picture, the coniferous plants that grow in the high altitude region, they have pointed triangular shape. The pointed triangular shape of these trees helps them to shed away heavy snow. So this special feature, that is this pointed triangular shape of the trees, helps them to shed away heavy snow. At about 4,000 meters, the weather condition become very cold. Only plants such as juniper are adapted to grow in this extreme cold climatic condition. Now let's discuss about the animal life. There are different kinds of animals that live in mountain regions, and all these animals have some special features that helps them to adapt in the mountain regions. So many kinds of animals live in the lower altitude. We know that the lower altitudes are comparatively warmer. So many animals live in the lower altitude. So animals like mountain goat, snow leopard, all these are examples for animals that live in mountain regions. And these animals have thick fur that keeps their body warm. These animals generally have more blood cells that helps them to get enough oxygen at high altitude. So these animals, that is the animals that live in the mountain regions, have some special features that helps them to adapt in this cold condition. Now let's discuss about the adaptation in animals. The first one, that is the adaptation in musk deer. So this animal looks similar to a deer, right? So this is the musk deer, which looks similar to that of a deer. It has a short body and it has large ears. And this fur, the fur of the musk deer has become a fine camouflage. So the brown fur for better camouflage. The next animal, that is the wild yak that lives in mountain regions. This thick fur keeps the body warm. So you can see the wild yak body is covered with thick fur which almost touches the ground, and this thick fur, it keeps the body warm. And another thing is that it has short legs that helps to conserve heat. The next is the mountain goat. It also has some adaptive feature that helps them to live in the mountains. Body adapted to walk on mountain slopes. So the mountain goat also has a thick fur that keeps its body warm, and it also has a thick layer of fat under the skin for protecting itself from cold. And the other thing is that it has strong hooves that helps them to walk on mountain slopes. The next is the brownie duck. So this duck, it breeds in the lakes and swamps in Jammu and Kashmir, and this duck, it flies to warmer regions during winter time. The next is the bar-headed goose. So the bar-headed goose, it nests in Tibet and it fly over the Himalayan regions and it reach several parts of India during the winter time, during the winter season. And when again the summer approaches, it again fly back to Tibet. So it flies to warm regions in winter. So these are the adaptations of animals that live in mountain regions. In this class, we discussed about the adaptation of plants and animals in mountain regions. I hope the class was clear to you. We'll meet in the next class and discuss a new topic. Till then, thank you.